Hey everyone, welcome to our brand new Travel Adventures channel. If you love exploring the world, you're definitely in the right place. Today, we're taking you on a luxurious journey from Brisbane to London with transit in Doha and Copenhagen. Business class all the way, but on 3 very different airlines. First up, let's talk Brisbane, Australia to Doha in Qatar. Our journey begins at Brisbane International Airport, where we had a very smooth check-in and fast-track security experience. Although we were booked through carriers in the One World Alliance, Qantas did not offer lounge access for our flight, as we were flying with Qatar, and so we were directed to visit the Air New Zealand lounge instead. Maybe this was a blessing in disguise, because the lounge was pretty quiet and offered an excellent selection of food and delicious premium New Zealand wines for us to enjoy while relaxing on the very comfortable lounges to get ready for our beautiful flight over to Doha. For the first leg of our journey, we're flying business class with Qatar Airways in their world-famous Qsuite. I was so excited about this. It's been revered by some as the world's best business class. The moment you step on board, you're greeted with a warm smile and a refreshing welcome drink.
Thank you. Thank you. And here we go. Oh, like that sound. Amazing. Okay, so we've just got on board and my seat today is 1K and I am facing backwards. Yes. As you see. I chose to have champagne, but also to try their famous lemon mint, which was absolutely delicious and really refreshing. As we taxied down the runway and I settled into my home for the next 14 hours, I was struck by how sleek and private everything felt. The Qsuite has a sliding door, giving me my own little sanctuary that felt more like first class than business. One of the best parts was the dine-on-demand service. I loved having the flexibility to eat whenever I felt like it. The menu had a great mix of international and Middle Eastern dishes. I started with the Arabic mezze, which was fresh and flavourful, followed up by a perfectly grilled piece of steak, and for dessert I couldn't resist the rich white chocolate and raspberry fondant. Qatar offers luxurious business class amenity kits with products from renowned brand Diptyque. These kits included items such as lip balm, hydrating facial mist, and anti-aging moisturiser. The pyjamas from the White Company were incredibly soft and very comfortable. The seat itself was spacious with plush cushions, and when it was time to sleep, it transformed into a fully flat bed. The bedding was super soft, with the adjustable lighting and ample storage for my things, a full belly and a movie or two. I drifted off to sleep for about 6 hours. I woke up to a delicious continental breakfast, including a mango smoothie, which I enjoyed while watching the gorgeous sunrise out of my window. The crew was professional, friendly and attentive without being overbearing. We had a lot of turbulence throughout the flight, and unfortunately the seatbelt sign was on for most of the time, so I don't think we got to experience the full extent of the service. What we did get to experience, however, was excellent. Overall, flying in the Qsuite from Brisbane to Doha was beyond what I expected. It's luxury, comfort and great service all rolled into one. Our transit in Doha was brief but perfectly timed. Since our next flight departed from the North Terminal, we made our way through the Orchard, an indoor tropical garden with over 300 trees and 25,000 plants, creating a peaceful escape within the airport. Upon reaching the Al Marjan Business Lounge, we had just enough time to freshen up with a revitalising shower and a much needed cup of coffee before heading to our gate for the next leg of our journey. Our next leg from Doha to Copenhagen was one we were particularly excited about, flying with Finnair's long-haul business class featuring their much talked about air lounge seats. Unlike traditional reclining seats, these innovative shells are designed for ultimate lounging comfort, and we couldn't wait to see if they lived up to the hype. After a short bus ride to our aircraft, we were warmly welcomed by the exceptionally friendly Finnair crew. Their hospitality stood out immediately, making us feel at home for the 9-hour journey ahead. Settling into our air lounge seat, we kicked things off with Finnair's signature blueberry juice, delicious, refreshing, and a nice touch of Nordic charm. Shortly after takeoff, breakfast was served. It began with a plate of fresh seasonal fruit, followed by smoked salmon, brisela beef, and Emmental cheese. For the hot dish, I opted for the French toast with caramelised banana, vanilla sauce, toasted hazelnuts, and salted caramel. And let's just say it did not disappoint. As we neared Copenhagen, the crew brought around a light snack, fresh crudité and flatbread served with hummus. Throughout the flight, they were constantly checking in, offering drinks and snacks, making the experience feel extra special. Our short layover in Copenhagen gave us just enough time to check out the Aviation Business Lounge in Terminal 2. It offered a stunning 180-degree panoramic runway view and an excellent selection of food and drinks. However, the glass walls made it feel a little too warm with the summer sun streaming in. After a quick break, it was time for the final leg of our journey, Copenhagen to London with British Airways. Boarding our BA flight, we were greeted by a dedicated Club Europe cabin crew who were just as lovely as those on our previous flights. Club Europe features a 3x3 seating configuration with the middle seat blocked off for extra space. The highlight of this short 1.5-hour hop, a quintessentially British afternoon tea service. Think warm scones with clotted cream and jam, delicate finger sandwiches, and an assortment of beautifully presented cakes served with hot tea or champagne. It was an unexpected but delightful touch. Before we knew it, we were descending into a very bleak, cold and rainy London Heathrow. Summer seemed to have disappeared, and stepping off the plane into the chilly air was a bit of a shock. But with customs cleared and our hire car picked up, our journey was complete. This journey from Brisbane to London via Doha and Copenhagen saw us flying 3 different airlines, each offering a unique business class experience. In my opinion, best crew was Finnair. Warm, attentive, and always a step ahead. Best seat, Qatar Airways Qsuite. Nothing beats the privacy and the comfort. Best food, also Qatar Airways. Every meal was a 5-star dining experience. Most comfortable bed, I'm going to have to say Finnair. The air lounge seat really surprised me. Best amenity kit, definitely Qatar. Their luxurious kit was an absolute standout. Each flight had something very special to offer, and overall it was an incredible way to travel across the world in comfort. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the review, don't forget to like and subscribe for more of our adventures.